And welcome to Boardman Gymnasium as the 4-5 Boardman Spartans welcome into town the 4-6 Austintown Fitch Falcons. Donnie Riccatelli along with Jason Treveri. Jay, both teams coming off pretty significant wins on Tuesday night.
Yeah, both teams coming in riding a high. And when these two teams match up, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There's no love lost between these two schools and really in any sport that they play. So, but it's good to see that they're both coming in, playing good basketball. I think Fitch has been in 1-point games the last 3 games.
Yeah, and it's really tight games.
Yeah,
really
the last 6 games have been tight. Boardman, good to see them turn a corner last time out. So expect to have a real good one here. I'm sure it'll be a nice physical game.
Oh, yeah. And in Boardman, one thing they did on Tuesday that was different from all year is they mixed up their starting lineup a little bit. Nico Holshoe and Brady DiPietro are inserted into that starting lineup, which gave them a little bit of a spark, and it allowed some depth to come off the bench and really help them as well. So.
Yeah, and that's good to see. I think last time we were together, we talked about having some guys stepping up, and so whatever it takes.
That's it. They need to have the whatever it takes mentality the rest of the way, and it's always good to be 1-0 in league play. Both teams actually coming in tonight 1-0 in league play, with like you said, Austintown beating Canfield by 1 point on Tuesday night, and we are off. Easy tip for Trey DiPietro.
Yeah, big size advantage there over Joe Roth from Austintown.
Looks like a big size advantage all the way around. I mean,
yeah.
Nico Holshoe
Good
looks
take
pretty
by
good.
Nico.
Great take by Nico to get things kicked off. 2-0 to start the ball game.
And Boardman coming out in their typical full court off of a make.
See how well Austintown responds to that pressure. Looks like it's going to be off number 3 from Fitch. And just like that, the pressure gets to them. Turnover goes to Boardman.
And that's what, it's going to be curious to see. How does Austintown handle, Boardman's pressure defense?
Yep.
And, I'm kind of surprised, Fitch coming out looking like they're playing man. We kind of expected them to play some zone. I'm sure that they will at some point.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Trey DiPietro's gotten a little loose with that. He steps on that baseline quite a bit when he's driving, so he's just got to do a better job with his angles. And that time Joe Roth did a good job cutting him off too. So
yep,
that's about 3 games in a row now that he's stepped out of bounds. But yeah, as far as man versus zone, I mean, you would hope in your game plan you would mix it up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That one's going to be a little short.
Good defense there by Nico Holshoe.
Great defense by Holshoe.
And right now it looks like Boardman playing a little bit more under control, and seem a little more relaxed. Austintown a little bit out of control right now, but I'm sure they'll settle in at some point.
And if you're Boardman, you don't want them to settle in. That's for sure.
No.
When I'm told they like to shoot some 3 balls.
Yeah, they got two outstanding guards that lead them in scoring. Deshaun Vaughn, 6-foot sophomore, who's just handling the ball there, and Alan Underwood, both averaging over 14 points a game. They like to penetrate, but also can shoot the long ball. There's Devin Sherwood there. Everyone knows him.
That one's going to be off the mark. Big rebound by Joe Roth.
Joe Roth, nice rebound.
Great stuff by Trey DiPietro, though.
Yeah, early on, the size you could see is making a difference, and that's some nice take by Trey.
Great ball faking.
And one.
That one's going to be up and in for Trey DiPietro, which is nice. Nice to see that he was under control when he was going to the hole to give himself a chance for that 3-point play.
I think the foul was on Joe Roth, I believe.
Yep. DiPietro's going to get that one to fall. So Boardman's going to open up with a 5-0 lead with 6:07 to go in the quarter. Still continuing that nice pressure.
Nice pass there by Sherwood to Roth. And Joe Roth gets Austintown on the board. Joe Roth, an excellent baseball player, going to University of Akron as a pitcher and catcher, I believe.
Wow. Pitcher and catcher. How do you do that? You throw it to yourself and really high and come up under it?
You don't see that very often,
no.
Especially in Division I baseball.
That should be a tip off of number 3 heading back to Boardman. So that's actually a great call by that official. I understand that some of the people are going to be upset at that, but he had a good angle on that.
Yeah, it clearly went off of Vaughn's hand. Or Underwood.
Underwood. Folks, we got the pep band. We got a full student section. It's going to be loud and crazy here tonight.
And right there is something that Coach Birch, nice take there.
Yeah.
Right there is something that Coach Birch was, in a scouting report talked about how, the Fitch defenders, they like to come from behind you on there and try to steal the ball. Something that they really have to look out for.
Luke Ryan at that time doing a nice job. This one's going to be a foul on Seth Cervello for Boardman. So both teams with just one team foul. But, that's the key to a scouting report. I mean, when you know and expect, you can adjust your game to it.
There's Vaughn with the ball over to Sherwood. I don't know if he's going to take that or not.
That's my range.
Fitch being patient for the first time really with the ball here. Had Solly there. It's Underwood for 3, way off. But that's Evan Solly, senior forward, 6'2".
Just in the right spot at the right time after that errant miss by Underwood. This is where I love to see Trey DePietro get the basketball. That should have been a foul, but got stripped away from Trey. But I like to see him in the high post to where he can kind of be that option quarterback and go from there. But I don't like when he gets in a dead spot because he likes to drive baseline and usually steps out of bounds.
Vaughn, the sophomore guard, with the ball. Over to Underwood. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Maley.
Up the floor to Luke Ryan. Luke's going to get the foul drawn by number 10,
Deshaun
Vaughn. And if you're one of the leading scorers for Austintown, you definitely want to stay out of foul trouble. Mass substitutions going on for the Spartans. You got freshman David Del Torrio on the floor with 4 seniors. Ben Alvarico, Anthony Hightower, Carter Mraz, Trey DePietro. Interesting to see what's going to go on with this lineup here. Alvarico just blows past Sherwood and gets the foul drawn. So 3 fouls to 1, 3:54 to go in the first quarter. Boardman up 7-4. They'll take the ball out from underneath the basket. Hightower on the wing. Gets it to Valtorio up top, over to Alvarico.
Oh, you have, Trey
Great
right there.
inside position by DePietro. Could have got called for the travel there, but he's going to get the foul.
Love to see Trey being physical like that.
Has to be physical. Has to stay aggressive from here on out. This is the back half of your senior year. So,
and if you're Fitch, I mean, this is not the start you want.
No.
4 quick fouls. Early. Still with some time left in the first quarter. He'll be shooting one-on-ones here soon.
And DePietro needed to capitalize on that one. That one in and out. Gets another attempt for 1 free throw.
So both teams 1-0 in league play, correct?
Trey gets that one. The fall makes it 8-4. Doubles up Austintown right now. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Looks like Boardman backed off a little bit of the pressure with this unit that's out there. So,
wow, Johnny
just got caught sleeping there.
Yeah, Maley just blew right by him there.
DePietro trying to do a little bit too much there. Turns the ball over.
That's John. Oh,
Hightower with a great contest.
Very nice, yeah.
And Carter Mraz is going to get called for the foul to put Austintown at the line.
So Evan Solly, 6'2" senior forward.
One's going to bounce around and drop in. Horseshoe back in the game for Trey DePietro. Trey, did they call Trey for a foul?
I'm not sure.
Maybe just giving him a break. Gets a second one to go, makes it an 8-6 game.
Now Fitch applying the pressure. Fitch staying in the man. Nice backdoor cut there. It's a great steal there. And
that one's going to fall just off the mark. Wow. That's 3 layups missed already for the Falcons. Alvarico's going to go baseline, try to scoop it up and under. Not really sure what that was about.
Hightower with a nice finish there. It's nothing. Really?
Both teams a little bit out of control right now. Sure that's not making Coach Birch happy.
Vaughn for 3, misses.
Sherwood with a nice rebound.
I'll tell you, for Boardman, I don't see the same intensity as I saw with the first group in there.
No, and you can't let that energy waver, that's for sure.
Yeah. Underwood, nowhere to go. Great defense by Carter Mraz there. Sherwood for 3. No.
He can hit him. Carter Mraz is going to call for a second foul. Sherwood can nail him on the football field, but a little bit off the mark for the 3 ball.
I just saw that he preferred walk-on. I can't remember exactly where he was a big D1 school. Virginia, I believe it's Virginia.
Virginia, wow. Hightower with a nice tip from behind, but that falls right into Fitch's hands. A little bit of a chess match going on right now between both schools. Both slowing it down a little bit. Minute 45 to go. Boardman with a 2-point lead. Sherwood with another 3. That one's going to be short.
Solly with the rebound. Solly's been active on the boards for Fitch.
And on the scouting report from Coach Birch, box outs on there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not boxing out, giving them second chance opportunities, it could be a long night.
So Fitch with a chance to tie here or even take the lead, and it kind of has felt like Boardman's had control the whole
Boardman
quarter.
Jumped out to a 7-2 lead.
Fitch being patient.
And if you're Austintown, you probably want this to be in the low-scoring affair, because one thing you don't want to see is Boardman start getting hot.
Really working.
They very well might work this to the last shot.
Yeah, it may be their plan, And the student section letting them have it. At some point, you got to come out and
Nobody loves stall
deny
ball.
some stuff, yeah. Nice trapping there. Oh, no,
out of bounds.
Great.
See, it's so hard to keep the ball for that long on an offensive possession without turning the ball over.
I don't like that.
I don't like that kind of basketball.
Play basketball,
especially in the first quarter.
Yeah. Now Boardman could play for the last shot here with 15 seconds left.
Yeah, which that makes sense. Not a minute and a half.
Come on.
That didn't give us much to talk about there, Jay. Kind of made it seem like we're boring people.
No,
Hightower with a little bit of a force
that.
there.
Yeah.
And Sherwood's going to be just short. So after one, Boardman's going to have an 8-6 lead. We will be back in a minute after a word from her.
Working with your family can be stressful at times. But because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, We do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
All right, back for the second quarter. It's going to be Fitch basketball. Boardman with a 8-6 lead. Looked like they were going to be off and running up 7-2, and then Fitch slowed everything down. Almost put me to
Vaughn
sleep.
trying to create something. Joe Roth back in the game for Austintown.
Oh, man, I really hope this isn't going to be one of those slow.
Nice take there by Maley.
That's four in a row. Matt Ward says we're not boring, Jay. We appreciate that. I talked about you today on Power Hour, Matt Ward. You were my receiver for Turkey Bowl, and they didn't believe that I was the Italian Tom Brady. But
Matt Ward's feeling good about himself winning a big fantasy football championship.
oh,
so
there you go.
he's going to do with all that money.
Big money. What are you going to do with all that money, Matt? You going to pay off your Jamaica stay? Your extended Jamaican stay?
Fitch putting a lot of pressure defensively. And there's your mismatch right there. I mean, Petra just has a size advantage, being physical, taking it up.
Just can't get that one to fall.
It's okay though. I think if you keep doing that,
Yeah.
you're going to get some calls. You're going to get them in foul trouble.
And the other thing too, though, Jay, I would like to see him make one less move. Like when he comes across the middle, just go ahead and put it up. You know, he spun around one more time and could have got called for a 3-second almost too. So. Austintown clearly does not want to shoot the ball anytime soon.
No. Sherwood looks like he's willing to, but
Those are good ball fakes, Jay. That's going to be an offensive foul drawn. Luke Ryan in great position. That gives Austintown their 5th team foul. 6:14 to go in the game. Still 8-6. Somebody please score a bucket.
I feel like last time we were here, we were struggling for points in the game.
Matt Ward says he's going to donate the fantasy football winnings to the Human Fund. You're such a great guy. Class act. Thought you'd at least buy me lunch, but whatever. I did throw you all those touchdowns.
Boardman trying to move the ball, a lot of cuts.
You know, and if you're Fitch, you know, surprising that you didn't go into zone, but the man seems to be working so far. The Petra's going to be short on that 3 ball. Rebound goes to Austintown, but like no sense in switching up a defense until they can hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, you give up eight points in the first quarter. You know, I mean, but at the same time, I mean, offensively, Fitch really not threatening by any means. I mean, some missed layups, but
yeah, just a lot of dribbling up top, and then occasionally they'll drive to the hole and try to kick it out. But you know,
some really good defense.
That ball looked like it was bounced out of bounds, but
something there, yeah. Sure was going to put it up.
He's going to get that one to drop. He can only make 2-pointers, though. So that ties the game up. Yeah, it was a 2-pointer. It's going to tie the game up at 8.
They
haven't changed it yet. Probably trying to get clarification, but
yeah. So all knotted up at 8.
4.5 to go in the half. That's
there
the
by
move
Trent.
I was
There you
talking
go.
about. When
Yeah.
you just make one
One
move,
dribble, go.
don't try to make another one. Just surprise them.
Yeah.
If you're doing too much, they could stay with you on defense. But if you get that quick turnaround pop,
Yeah, this is gonna be. You can see this is gonna be a night. Just keep feeding Trey down there, and
Sure.
I think good things are gonna happen.
Luke Ryan doing a nice job cutting him off. Gets that jump shot to fall off the mark. Up to Cervello. Cervello has decided to take his time as well.
There's
Luke Ryan
for
says,
three.
I'm going to try to stay hot. He went 6 for 6 the other night from 3 ball. This one's just off the mark, so we'll see if he can
He can heat up quick.
yeah, when he does, it's fun to watch. Sherwood thinks he's going to be hot, except he shot the ball from behind the arc that time, and that one's going to be short.
Oh, there's.
That's an easy foul on Joe Roth there. Right in front of the official, gave DePietro that early shove.
Just a flat-out shove, yeah. Looks to be
Which that's
some
gonna
words
be,
going on there, too.
A 6-team foul for Austintown. Boardman with a 10-8 lead, 3:38 to go in the half. One more foul, and that puts the Spartans to the line for one-on-ones.
There's trying to get it to DePietro down low again. Luke Ryan, first shot.
That one falls just
Nice
short.
rebound by Nico
Great.
Holshoe.
Now, okay, so they're going to give Boardman the ball, and the reason why is because Austintown was laying on the ground with his hand out of bounds while he was touching the ball. Great call by the official.
Yeah, they've been good tonight.
Yeah.
Been on everything.
Hightower with a nice hesitation. Probably should have shot that, but
Oh, boy.
he's going to get called for a travel for sure.
They didn't catch that one. I think he got hit in the head there before that kind of knocked him off balance. But
Which could have caused that travel.
yeah, I'm thinking that's probably why he did it. But just when you say they've been doing a great job, they miss one. But
They
that's
missed one. Hey,
they're not going to be perfect.
they're human, and humans have funds that Matt Ward gets to donate to.
Oh,
Ooh, they missed a
I
nice
had
back
Ryan
door.
underneath the
Yeah.
hoop there.
Fitch is doing a nice job on the.
Nice take by Hightower.
he
Boy,
just
he
has
goes
to-
to the hoop so nice.
He
Just
does.
gotta
It just has to
finish.
get that extra little flick inward towards the hoop. But
Could be.
Fitch's defense at the perimeter has been really nice tonight.
Nice defense there by Nico Holshoe.
Oh, yeah. Nico's been an extreme bright spot for the Spartans. That's why he's been inserted the last 2 games in the starting lineup, just as a sophomore, too. I mean, this is smothering defense for Boardman.
That's Kylan Foster in the game for Fitch, number 23, down in the corner there.
Boardman student
They
section
just-
not letting Fitch hear themselves. And we might be drawn out again.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Timeout.
God we
Thank
got a timeout.
Goodness.
Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll hear.
I've been in sales for 13 years. A few of my friends were in the car business and did really well, so they said, hey, man, I think you should come over here and sell cars. There's so many different people that cross your desk that have been through so many different things, and it's my job to make the whole experience very easy for you. It's really finding the wants and needs, and it's my job to get, your payment to where you need it to be, affordable for you. I'm Paul Kello. I'm here to go the extra mile for you.
Coming back after that timeout. Tell you what, Jay, it's 10-8, still just a one-possession game, and it feels like Boardman is in much, much more control than that. Looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it just offensively, Fitch just is not trying to be aggressive by any means, and I think the longer the game stays like this, the more Boardman pulls away. There's a good take right there by Maley. He's been the one that wants to take it to the hole, and he's doing it.
Yeah. Looks like Johnny Ruggles, junior guard, is a new one into the game, too, for the Falcons. So Beanie going with a few substitutions early on that haven't shown up on the scouting report. That first free throw is up and good, makes it a 10-9 game, 1:45 to go in the half. All tied up at 10 now. And I would have to assume that Fitch is probably in the same playbook as Poland right now as far as what they want to do. They definitely want to slow the tempo and play good man-to-man defense, but Boardman's just got to find ways to score.
I want to see Hightower keep going to the hoop. I think he could make a difference here.
Hightower with a nice jump shot. Stares up to the crowd. He's going to get called for a technical foul, though.
That's not.
They're going to say that he taunted the bench, but he was actually looking up into the stands. But it may be a warning. I don't know.
This is what I love about Coach Birch. He's just not. He's not
going to put up with it.
And you shouldn't.
So I'm not really sure. It must just have been a warning because.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you either call some or you don't, right?
Yeah, usually a technical, it's a free throw. So.
That's missed that travel.
Ruggles was moving, shuffling the feet pretty well. That three ball's gonna be off the mark. DePietro tried for it. That's got to be a 3 seconds. Sherwood's gonna get called for the travel. It's a good thing he did because he got a monster block from Trey DePietro. So.
Yeah, Spartans playing their typical tough, in-your-face defense, that we see give a lot of teams trouble.
I would look to see, Cervello almost got the foul drawn. I would look to see in the second half, especially, Jay, that Boardman continues after makes. They're going to.
There, that's all Trey needs to do right there.
That's
Just
all. He's going to get the nice foul. Nice foul drawn. That'll put him at the line for 2. And believe it or not, with 3:43 to go in the first quarter, Fitch had already had 14 fouls. They're just now at their 17th.
Yeah, they have done a nice job of
just slowing down the game. DePietro's going to get that one to drop. So that's a 3-point lead. See if he can make this a 2-possession game with 31 seconds to go in the half.
And the way Fitch has been stalling, it might be a 1-possession game.
Yeah. That one's going to be off the mark. That's going to be a nice hustle play by Seth Cervello, but it just not enough. Gets that ball out of bounds. So this lineup here for Fitch looks like maybe some dribble drive motion.
They got Sherwood wide open down here.
They're definitely playing for the last shot.
Which is smart. I mean, at this point, 18 seconds, down 3. You could tie it up. You can go to halftime tied up.
Somebody's phone is loud.
Vaughn puts it up. Nope.
And just like that at halftime, Boardman extends their first quarter lead 8-6. It's now 13-10. We will be back after an ad from all of our
21 News.
Valley hear why the police chief
expand reporters you trust.
Mahoning in Trumbull
Wilmington restaurant
recovering from
telling more local stories.
A community in Niles
here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
Here at the University of Dayton,
because you expect
a storybook ending for the Kennedy this evening that will push away as we go through.
More local news
in Mercer County
before they become life-threatening.
21 News, locally owned, locally connected.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
High-res Futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Strong bands of lake effect snow.
Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
So if you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beers starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit wrswealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
All right, Jay, we're going to start the second half. Hopefully we get a little bit more mojo going on offense here because,
yeah,
wow.
First half, I thought, there's a lot of, there's a number of missed layups, on both ways. So, you make some of those, and now, you get the scoring up a little bit. But, some of it, too, is great defensive play. We're sitting here talking offense, but both teams playing very good in-your-face defense.
Their perimeter defense has been fantastic by both teams. And, anytime a team has to start their offense
nice
far away
from Luke.
That should be a foul, though. Luke Ryan with a great take to the hole.
And what do you do when they're playing you so tight, right? You go by them.
Go by them. Backdoors.
Overplaying, backdoors,
overplay. Yeah. It's basketball 101.
And Luke just did it right there.
Horseshoe with great defense.
Nice.
That's going to be off his foot, but man, he wasn't budging. And Boardman has not allowed a clean lane. A few times you thought Austintown had it, but they came up short on the layups as well. So
this lineup right here for Boardman, it's just the height. I think it's just given, the Falcons just trouble.
Yeah.
And they got good ball handlers and they're quick, but this Boardman defense is quick too. So when they're not able to get around them, they're struggling. You can see that.
And that's, you know, when you add the height
That's
to
a
Nico
deep
Holschuh,
three
that's
for
a huge deep
Vaughn.
three for Vaughn. That's going to be off the mark.
But they're going to have to hit some of those, I think.
Yeah, they're going to be in jeopardy of falling behind here because if Seth
Cervello's
Cervello
first
hits
shot
this
of the
one
night.
in and out, I mean, it's a great shot by Cervello. Kicks it over to Ryan. Ryan, I thought, was going to take that three.
I think he had that. Yeah, I would have liked to see him take that.
He is going to draw the foul on Deshaun Vaughn, which I think that might be his third foul.
Some frustration from Vaughn you could see.
Yeah.
I think just
Yeah, that's Vaughn's third foul.
Oh,
That's your leading scorer.
DePietro.
DePietro's got to make that,
gotta
that
make
bunny.
that. And you know, Joe Roth did a nice job there, not committing his third
Yeah,
foul, because that would have been trouble for Falcons. You know, for Fitch, I kind of like to see Sully and Roth in there at the same time.
Yeah.
I think just to give them a little more size, and we haven't seen that yet. Sully seems to come in for Roth. It's a nice move there. Is that Maley?
Maley with an up and under, but can't get that one to fall, which has been the story of the night for Fitch on their layups. They can't get anything to fall. Boardman applying such great pressure defensively, though. I mean, being extremely disruptive in the passing lanes.
And that's Foster.
Great contest by Brady DePietro. That one's not going to fall either for Austintown. Gets the ball
Boardman
quickly up
outrunning.
to
Luke Ryan.
Luke Ryan. They're going to call it on the floor, though, which is going to be Sherwood's, I believe, second foul. It's hard to tell from way up here in the top of the gymnasium, but I love this aggressive start for Boardman, though. They did that, I believe, also to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they can keep this up the entire second half.
Well, this is, you know, the second half is where coaches make their money, right?
Absolutely.
Who makes the adjustments?
The adjustments. And
you know, right now, you can see
great
that.
pass to Holschuh. Holschuh's got to make that bunny.
We're missing easy ones.
Wow. That should be a 19-10 game right now between DePietro and Holschuh's.
Underwood decides to take it, which, again, for Fitch, you need to see more of that.
Yeah, but he went up against three guys. The probabilities. They're going to call an offensive foul on Nico Holschuh. It was going to be an illegal moving screen is what it was. So
first foul of the half for Boardman.
Shout out to Jerry Blasco who just tuned in. Yes, Jerry, that is a 15-10 third quarter score. You didn't get a chance to
very
sit
nice
through our
bunny.
misery. Luke Ryan shows everybody how to put a bunny in.
But, you know, Brady DePietro made that happen.
He did. He really did. 17-10. Boardman looking to extend the lead. Great tip by Ryan. That's going to be, should have been a kick on Sherwood, but his foot stayed stationary.
Foster taking it to the hoop.
They just can't get anything to drop. I mean, the length of Boardman is definitely bothering them.
Yes, it is.
And that's going to be Underwood's second or third foul. Now, fouls are starting to mount up for the Fitch Falcons. No, Underwood's first foul. I apologize.
How do you like wholesale changes like this?
I don't because Boardman's gone on a run.
Yeah.
And I think the momentum needs to be where it is. But, you know, you have capable players out there and four seniors and a freshman.
Yeah. I think we're at a point here where the game could maybe be put away, though.
Yeah.
But they're really trying to be physical with Trey DePietro.
And he's going to be just off the mark on that dead spot shot. Roth is doing a nice job on him.
He is. Well, you know, like I said, Joe Roth, he's just a competitor. Great competitor in anything he does.
Another layup at the rim, just not going to fall for the Falcons. The length of Boardman is way too much.
Hightower.
Jump shot, just a little off the mark. Looks like he rushed it a little bit, though.
Underwood's wide open. And see, he needs to take that shot.
Maybe he doesn't. I mean, on the scouting report, it says he shoot a three.
I mean, he and Vaughn just not, you know, Fitch is at 10 points right now. I mean, these guys both average almost 15 points a game apiece. And, you know, neither are anywhere near that.
And honestly, kudos to the scouting report. When you know what kids are doing.
Well, Coach Birch always has his teams really prepared. They watch film.
Yep.
You know,
they probably watch film as a team.
Yeah, and that's something you should, you would think any varsity team would do. But he has them well prepared all the time.
Daltorio wanted that three. Did you see that? That freshman wanted that three. He said, I'm out on the floor with 4
nice
seniors.
Take by Hightower.
Hightower finally gets one to drop. That's going to be a push. Looks like.
Is that Underwood again?
That is Underwood, yep. So 2 quick fouls by Underwood. Boardman has a chance to double up Austintown with Hightower at the line. And, folks, I got to tell you, Hightower's free throws are definitely not the prettiest things, but if they drop, they drop. That spin
got a little side spin on there.
Crazy. Daltorio looked at another three. He wanted it, but again, freshman out there with 4 seniors, he's probably like, maybe not right now.
Put it up. Show you belong.
Yeah, right. Alvarico wanting to drive baseline.
Nice take by Ben Alvarico.
Great take. Just Joe Roth being disruptive down low causes that ball to go a little short. 19-10. Boardman with the lead. Just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Right now, Fitch, to me, the one player that's, been trying to consistently make it happen is Maley right there with the ball.
Yeah.
And
he gets that nice jumper to drop.
I think that ball needs to be in his hands a little bit more for them. And, he's been the one aggressive player on their team offensively. And defensively right here.
Yeah,
we got a little scuffled. Hightower and Maley going at it.
Maley with 2 quick jumpers.
And now we got some talking.
Makes it a 5-point game now. It was a 9-point game just 20 seconds ago, so.
There's
this one's going to
Daltorio.
go for Daltorio. That one's going to be short, but that stroke looked good, though, Jay.
Oh. Yeah, that looked good. That was a confident shot. I mean, hey, keep taking those.
Yeah. It's going to be a turnover out of bounds going back to Austintown. Luke Ryan's going to check in. Also Nico Holshoe for Daltorio and Trey DePietro. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. 19-14 Boardman lead.
Maley, I believe, their leading scorer with 6 points at this point.
Foster just let that go. Off the mark to Foster. I'm not sure what Foster was doing, though. He hunched over like they lost the ball out of bounds, but great hustle by Joe Roth to keep the ball in play.
Joe Roth, like I said, he's going to be the guy that's going to do all the dirty work for the Falcons. And
Sherwood can't get that one to drop. Alvarico sprints up the floor. Gets it to Luke Ryan inside the Holshoe. Holshoe out to Ryan.
Wide open.
Ryan can't continue that hot streak he had on Tuesday. It looks like he held the ball a little too long before the release.
But without a doubt, I mean, the Spartans are getting much better looks at the hoop.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they're not dropping, you would assume at some point they're going to.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I think Boardman's surviving right now. But they need to definitely turn it up a notch. Underwood with the jumper. That's going to be off the mark.
Off, yeah.
Tommy Naraki into the game for the Spartans. Gets a big rebound.
Nice
Great
pass
cut
there.
by, I mean, that's going to be a push. Yeah, I was going to say. Maley's going to get called for the foul. Just his first foul.
What was that?
It's loud in our ears, Jay. It's a lovely computer telling us we need a restart.
This game's getting a little chippy.
It is, but you know what?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you expect that? Close game.
I think I said that when we started.
Yeah,
you know that these two schools are.
Two schools do not like each other.
Longtime rivals that, regardless of the sport they're playing.
Boardman says they have a better Walmart. Austintown says they do. Now all of a sudden Austintown's getting a Chick-fil-A because Boardman has 2 Chick-fil-A's.
How about Wedgwood Pizza?
I mean,
we got to give that to Austin.
Yeah, we got to give it to Austin. That's where they started. But maybe it's been perfected in Boardman. I don't know.
My dad, God rest his soul, believed that it was different.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would try to Austintown to get it.
Those ovens, the ovens in Austintown at that Wedgwood Pizza probably are 30, 40 years older. It's all about the oven when you want old world pizza. Believe me, I know. I'm a foodie.
So we got Deshaun Vaughn at the line, sophomore guard for Fitch.
He just can't find the mark tonight. I mean, he's still scoreless with 3 fouls.
So again, he and Underwood, their 2 leading scorers, I believe, are both scoreless. And that's hard to win when your top guys aren't scoring.
Finally gets one to go.
Sinks that one.
Makes it a 4-point game. 1:01 to go in the third quarter. Shout out to Steve Gilmartin. He says, Fernando is watching. Fernando watching on a Friday night means he's not busy. He better get back to making some pizzas, buddy.
Nice recovery there by
Petro. Big time recovery.
I want to see Seth be more aggressive offensively
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, what I like about Seth though right now is he's controlling the tempo up top. He's not forcing anything. You have 2 different point guards in the game between him and Hightower. Hightower is definitely the more the aggressor going to the hole. Cervello's more so, hey guys, let's assess what we have and make the right play.
Good look there by Hightower, and Seth needs to finish that. There you go.
Oh, I thought a little follow-through would have done that.
Good defense by Luke Ryan there.
Great contest. And look, I know everybody's gonna be upset that wasn't a foul called, but that was straight up and down. Luke didn't drop verticality.
I don't know that Naraki was out of bounds there. I think the ref may have thought that he missed that foul.
A little makeup call. Beanie's not too happy getting in the officials' ear a little bit, but looks like we got a good crew tonight. They're letting some John go back and forth. Oh, they're going to pull us out for the last shot. Looks like 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
19-15 game.
You know, it's so funny is if Austintown doesn't score here, Boardman will increase their lead again by 1 point.
By 1 point each quarter.
Underwood says, nope.
Nice defense there.
And just like that, it's a 19-15 game going into the final frame. We will be back in a minute after our wonderful sponsors from WFMJ.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
All right, Jay. Final quarter. 19-15 Boardman lead. They've extended every time. Are they going to win by 5?
Well, that's the line that Ray Smil just set. So we'll see. He's usually pretty accurate with that stuff.
Vaughn with the ball to start, gets it over to Sherwood. Sherwood's got a bucket tonight, got a 2-pointer tonight, but that's about it. So Jay, you know, we have thousands of fans that tune into us every time we broadcast a game, and
thousands, really?
Yeah, I get so many messages, and got a good message from somebody that said, "What are your top 5 pizza places in the area?" So I'll let you go first because I got a couple surprises.
Avalon,
definitely top 5.
Elmpton,
surprisingly not in my top 5.
I'm a Bruno's fan. I love Bruno's.
Okay.
Wedgwood.
Love Wedgwood. One more.
Uptown.
Uptown, baby. So, in no particular order, because I don't want to offend anybody, I would say Uptown, Wedgwood, North Lima Pizza.
Nice take by Nico
Holscher with a great take, puts it up 21-15. Pizzeria Brandolino in McKinley Heights
can't say I had
over
that.
in Niles is probably one of the premier pizza places in the area. And my fifth one is definitely Avalon Pizza. So
nice steal there by Seth.
But you know what?
Cervello.
We are spoiled in our area with the
Oh yeah, nice.
with the amount of pizza. This is where Boardman has out-hustled Fitch in every quarter to start, and this is where the game is going to get decided. You know, Brady DePietro with a nice dish, nice take.
And that whole possession there is all hustle.
Hustle.
That's just Boardman wanting it more right there.
Absolutely hustle play. Sipe, sorry, buddy. Sunrise in, has to be.
I was just going to say, Donnie, we left
All
that
right.
out. And that's one of our favorites.
Yeah, we got to go by county because Jay and I, anytime we're in Warren together, we will wait the extra 45 minutes to an hour to get that Sunrise pizza.
Burn the roof of our mouth.
Burn the roof and love every minute of it. My bad, Sipe. I owe you a Sunrise pizza, Sipe.
There's Vaughn for three.
That one's going to hit the wire, so that's going to be a turnover going over to Boardman.
Not finding it. I mean,
and just like that, Jay, it's a 9-point game. Boardman coming out on fire. Hits the first 5 points of the fourth quarter.
I mean, the one player, again, that has sparked the Falcons has been Maley. And, you know, he's disappeared, just not getting the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not quite sure what the thinking is behind that.
You know, we might have to go with the top 20 pizza because I'm missing Cornersburg. I'm missing Southgate Pizza, Westgate Pizza.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that should have been a foul that
Nice
DePietro was
take.
trying to get.
That's still good defense by Seth.
Yeah, it's great defense.
Good finish there. But Underwood with a nice finish. You know, maybe that gets him going.
Yeah. Makes it a 24-17 game, 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. And Boardman's going to call a timeout. That's a smart move.
Yep.
Smart move by Coach Birch. It's going to be a full timeout here, so we will see you.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
My old boss, you know, he said I would be good at sales because I'm good with people and everything like that. So he offered me a job, and here I am. I have a lot of repeat customers, you know, and referrals, and it's just nice seeing them with smiles on their faces when, you know, they pick up their vehicles, them telling me how happy they are with it.
All right. Getting serenaded by our wonderful pep band. Great. What do you think of that timeout by Birch?
I think it's
pretty
perfect
timely,
timing,
right?
perfect timing.
Sets up a nice play to DePietro to get Boardman back on the scoring column. Makes it back to a 9-point game, 26-17. So, and the pressure from Boardman has been unbelievable. He is going to get called for a foul, but
well, I don't know.
Could have been a jump ball. I mean, Cervello just had, I think he had his hand underneath his leg as well. That's probably why they called it. So, you got to love the enthusiasm of Coach Birch, though. Like, jockeying for every call.
Mm-hmm. But he knows when to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not there to show anything. He's
No.
there to back his players.
That's it.
Some guys, I don't know.
Don't understand that. Maley, who's listen.
Maley again?
That's a great take by Maley. 5'6".
Yeah.
Junior point guard gets to the ball, gets to the hole pretty well.
Falcons get him the ball.
Yeah.
Nice pass there by Seth.
Great catch and release by DePietro. Pushes it back out to a 9-point lead. Pace is getting picked up a little bit here, which is nice because no more time for stall ball. Maybe we get some excitement. All right, guys, some fourth quarter trivia to go along with the pizza theme. Holshue's going to do a good job drawing the foul. I should have made that bunny, but to go along with the pizza theme and Boardman playing Austintown, what is without you looking it up on Google, you guys can text me, what year was the first year for Wedgwood Pizza in Austintown? And it should be easy if you know the commercials. You can text myself or Jay.
Holshoe just makes his first to make it a 10-point game. I think that's the biggest lead of the game for Spartans, right?
Yeah, Ray Samil, Mary's in Lisbon is lights out. Yosteri I haven't had yet because he's a pop-up shop. Never opens up when I'm hungry.
Misses the second rebound by
approaching
Vaughn.
4 minutes to play in the game. Ruggles with the 3 ball from the corner. That one's going to be off the mark. Great box out by Holshoe. Allows Luke Ryan to get back in the...
Nice ball handling there.
Vaughn's going to call for his 4th foul. Unfortunately, he can't reach in. Dan Schoenberger, my man, texting the answer to the trivia tonight. I'm glad you're listening, buddy.
Wait, Dom Conti, I guess 1969.
You guys are all wrong so far. I got a 1960, a 1968, a 1976, and a 1969. We will...
ball bouncing everywhere.
We will let you guys answer a little bit more.
Nice pass by Maley over to Solly.
But if you know the commercial, we'll give you guys 30 more seconds. And I'm going to try it in my broken Italian accent. 3:30 to go in the game. Boardman with a 10-point lead. Fitch slowing it down a little bit, though. 1958 is wrong, Jerry Blasco. Schoenberger, you might be right, though. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out his accent. But I believe he's been making the pizza since 1963. But we'll go to the commercial for verification.
Yeah, that's a good call there. I think Nico was kind of riding him there. But you know, if you're Fitch, did
he
he
stalled a
understand
little bit there? Right, they're down by
No,
10.
I don't get the strategy.
Doc Conti says he did not start in 2022. That's for sure, Doc.
So Doc, his top 5: Uptown, Avalon, Wedgwood, North Lima, and Bella Napoli.
Bella Napoli is a solid one, but I'd rather have their Anapasta Bella Napoli. That's going to be off. That's going to be off Austintown.
Off Ruggles, yeah.
Ruggles. Just under 3 minutes to go. 2:55 to go in the game. And Boardman with a commanding 10-point lead. Don Mascola with the killer music tonight. Cervello under control. Boardman's going to call a timeout. We'll be back. Looks like it's going to be full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name.
Folks, I wish we could get a picture of our student section, but we've been fortunate to use the huddle cam located centrally in the middle of the court here that does not span out into the crowd except the opposite side. But our student section is rocking tonight, Jay.
Oh yeah, they're into this game, which obviously gets the players going. And
absolutely, they
it's home court advantage.
Thrive off that.
Yeah.
So the answer was entered correctly by Mike Smith. It's 1967 is the answer to the trivia question. 1967. That broken Italian accent threw me for a little bit. I thought it was 1963, but 67 is where it's at. So Mike Smith, you are the winner chicken dinner, and that just means you have to drive the Wedgwood Pizza and bring one back for me.
And Spartan's sitting just in a 2-3.
Yep.
And Fitch is still dribbling.
They're taking valuable time off the clock. It's a great up and under. It's just not going to fall for Vaughn. And Vaughn's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Gets the ball right up to Luke Ryan for an easy 2. Makes it a 12-point game, 31-19. And Boardman said enough's enough already. Let's put him to bed. Go looking for some dinner. All the talk about pizza is really making me hungry.
We're calling touch fouls.
Yeah, now they decide to call touchy fouls.
If I'm Boardman, just keep everything in front of you. No one seems that like they want to shoot. So.
Minute 47 to go in the game. 12-point Spartan lead.
There's Ruggles
from
putting
deep.
It up.
That one's going to be off the mark.
But guess what? That's what you got to do.
Nice jump ball by Underwood and Trey DePietro. It's going to give Boardman the basketball, but yeah, you got to score. You got to score quick.
Yeah.
A lot of dribbling around up top.
Do the Spartans start stalling?
I think what they need to do is they need to take the right shot, Obviously, Austintown's not going to allow them to stall with the pressure, so.
They're going to have to start fouling.
Yeah, they are in the
minute
bonus.
17.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Boardman, so we'll be back after this, but you would have thought Austintown would have started fouling by then, right?
Yeah, if
All right, coming back from that timeout. Minute 14 to go in the game. DePietro with a quick up and under.
Nice.
Going to give Boardman a 14-point lead. It's a good foul by Cervello.
Really no reason.
Cervello let the official know right away that he didn't think that was a foul.
That's a 6th team foul for Boardman, so next one would be 1-on-1. But
next week we're gonna have to talk about desserts. That's a bank shot 3 by Vaughn. I guess the ATMs are still open.
They need
just
to
like
be doing
that.
that
Just like that. Austintown climbs back to within 11. and they're going to take a full timeout. So we'll be right back after a minute.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
All right, 52 seconds to go. Austintown still not fouling. Looks like they're going to try for a trap. Ball's just going to get tipped out of bounds by Ruggles. Gets back to the Spartans. Boardman did a nice job with taking almost 10 seconds off that without getting the 10-second call.
Yeah. Situational basketball. You can see, obviously, the Spartans work on stuff like this.
Looks like they want to foul, but they're not. That's going to be a shove on Ruggles, or Underwood maybe.
I think that was Ruggles, yeah.
All right, Jerry Blasco, next week we'll do the desserts for you. I got a lot of good ones, and they're not all at the Mocha House.
Carter Mraz shooting a one-on-one.
Looking for his first points of the evening. That one's going to be just short, but you know what? It runs the clock, Jay.
That's all that matters. Clock is your friend at this point. It's Maley.
Maley's doing
had a really
job.
nice game.
I'm really impressed with this Maley kid. We're going to stay right here, though. It's a quick 30-second timeout, but what do you think? What do you think the keys were to that second half for Boardman to really expand on that lead?
Well, I think it was all determination and hustle. I mean, there were how many hustle plays that you saw that Boardman make. Austintown just seemed to kind of get out of their wits there a little bit here and there, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm second guessing some of the strategy here late.
Right.
You know, you're down double digits, and too much dribbling up top and not fouling. You know, I mean, but even Vaughn, when he puts up the three, it banks it in. I mean, you got to start putting them up, right? If you want to try to come back and win the game.
Yeah, I think instantly foul or quick shot, but it's a.
But the Spartans have handled, I mean, just a very mature team. And these kind of games you could see.
I got to say, Jay, this is the second game in a row where Boardman has put together a solid fourth quarter.
Wow.
That could have been really, really dangerous there for both the Carter Mraz and Underwood for Austintown. But Boardman's done a nice job with another solid fourth quarter, which they started the trend at Howland. And now in their second league game, taking it to Austintown, extending that lead. It was a 5-point lead.
Yeah, the second half maybe kind of, I mean, we were last time we were here, it was a rough game against Poland. They're kind of in a little lull there, but maybe building upon the Howland win, and now you got 2 wins here in the conference, right?
Yeah.
2-0. So maybe they start hitting their stride here.
Yeah, and I think it's a major confidence booster for both of them, both teams. I mean, coming in 1-0 and both with big wins on Tuesday night, and for Boardman to say enough's enough already and take a 10-point victory over the Falcons. So I mean, it's there's only one way, and that's up for them. So
yes.
So who would you say your player of the game is tonight for Boardman?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I'm going to go with Trey DePietro.
Yeah.
I think that he was really the X factor in the game. If you're talking about someone throughout the game, scoring consistently, doing some nice things on defense as well. So I'm going with Trey.
Yeah, did a nice job. I'm going to agree with you on that one. I thought overall they did a really nice job getting him the ball in certain positions to where he could score, and And for Austintown, the future's bright for you, though. You have a really good junior in Maley, and you have a stud sophomore in Vaughn. So, you know, they have a lot to look forward to.
They do, and you know, there's a lot of talent on the JV court, you know, for them. So, you know, Fitch is never lacking talent, really, in any sport. You know that. So, you know, and anytime you can beat them from a Spartan standpoint, it's a good night.
Yeah, I agree with you, and you know, it's just nice to be back at Boardman Gymnasium and seeing a victory by our Spartans. So, for that, it'll be a good night.
We're going to get some pizza.
We're going to get pizza. Could anybody guess that?
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.